Hello, hello, all of my beautiful friends. Welcome to the next beautiful episode of my free spirit guide readings. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome. So I'm going to throw this little banner up here telling people to go ahead and leave a comment if you'd like a free spirit guide reading. And I'm going to go over to Facebook. I have to do a couple of things here really quick before we get fully set up. I have to share this to a couple of different groups. So let me do that now. And then once I get all the technical stuff out of the way, we can start having fun. All right, so sharing. Oh, where's my list? There are certain groups I can share to and certain groups I can't. That is one of them. That is another. That is another. And that one and that one. Okay, I think, right? Yeah, that one too. Okay, so we are all good. Shared there. Bear with me for just a second before I start getting to your comments. I'm not actually looking at the page right now. So just give me one more moment. Okay, that is all done. Head on over to my personal profile. Make this public. Because if I can't see your comments coming through, if this isn't public, then, well, that doesn't really help anybody, does it? So, all right. And we are back. Okay, yes. All right, we're done with all the technical stuff. All right, we already have people coming through. Hello. Asking questions already. So let me explain a little bit how this works. Save your questions. What I do, these are spirit guide readings. So this is not a tarot reading. I don't use cards or runes or anything like that. That stuff is really fun and really powerful, but I work directly with the spirits. So what a spirit guide reading is and how I would normally do it in a full session, is that I would reach out to you in spirit. I travel to you in spirit. I connect with your energy, and then I would describe what all of the various beautiful spiritual beings around you look like in the way that they show up. From there, I would allow you to ask as many questions as the spirits kind of allow, of like all these different guides, really get to know them, ask all the things you're wondering about. What was I going to say? Wow, my brain just shut off there. So this is a mini version of that. So instead of asking all these questions of all your different guides, I'm just going to describe the first guide that shows up. This is why I encourage you to save the question, because depending on the guide that shows up, you may want to ask a different question. So I'll describe the first guide that shows up, and then you get to ask one question. So instead of a whole full session, just one guide, one question, and that's how these will go. Jadalyn, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, okay, I'm sorry. Nothing to apologize for, especially this is your first time joining. But Jadalyn, you were the first one to comment. So knowing what I do now, would you still like a spirit guide reading? And if so, do I have your permission to energetically enter your space to do the reading? So waiting on that. And we got Judith saying, good day, sir. Would love a spirit guide reading, please. Yes. Yeah, I think you're going to be next. So stick around, hang out. Oh, Judith says, so sorry. Oh, maybe that means she doesn't want a reading. Well, let me know. If you do still want a spirit guide reading, knowing what I do, then I'll get to you next. But if not, if that changes your mind, then I thank you so much for your presence and your energy. Okay, she says, yes, please, and yes, you may. Okay, so jumping into this one. Should I just, do we need more light here? Can you guys see me? I'm like really dark. It's been kind of dark here in Rocky River for the past couple of days. So, all right, got a little bit of light going now. It's a penguin. You have a penguin. The penguin decided to show up. So what question do you have for this penguin, Jadalyn? What is the question you have? And know that these animal guides, especially, almost always communicate in vision. They communicate with visions. So we'll see. And these guides, sometimes they will give me energy that like is just like, okay, that's meant to be translated into English. Other times they're a vision that we can then kind of extrapolate the meaning from. But yes, always, if the messages don't make sense right away, like I just had someone 3 days ago now, this vision came through and both of us were like, what the heck does that mean? She messages me while I'm live 2 days later saying, oh, I figured out what it meant. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. So, yeah, I love how the spirits play with us like that. It's so much fun. So Jadalyn, still waiting on your question. What is the question you have for this penguin that has shown up? And lots of people joining on now. Monica saying, hello, may I have a reading? Shakti says, may I please receive a reading? I am new here. Yeah, I'm going to keep going until Spirit says time to tap out. So we'll see who I have a chance to read. No, that's that someone else? Yes. So yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought that was someone else I was reading. But anyway, yeah, hang out. I got all your comments here. And I don't go in order. There's no turns, so to speak. It's just whoever Spirit decides like they're next. That's what we do. But everyone hang out. We'll see who we get to. So thank you. And then Jadalyn says, well, me and my son's dad get back together again. And will it be a long-term relationship and when? I'm going to see what the penguin has to say about that. But I want you to know, Jadalyn, we create our realities. We are co-creators on this planet, and we can decide whatever we want. You're a goddess in your own right, and so if you choose that to be your reality, that's the reality you can create. There is nothing set in stone. There are no futures that are set. There's an infinite number of futures for all of us, and we get to pick and choose which ones we manifest. Having said that, I'm going to see what this penguin has to show us about this question. Okay, so here's the vision that the penguin showed me. So it was the penguin was sliding down and then like having fun, just kind of playing, and then came out onto like an open, like icy landscape where there were all these other penguins. And all these other penguins had the eggs, like whatever, the father or mother, whichever one has the eggs. And then like he was going around looking at all of these couples kind of like paired up and keeping each other warm. And he's just kind of walking around looking. And then after a while of doing that, he came across an egg that was just like kind of abandoned, left on the ice. And he or she, I don't know, quickly scooped up that egg and kept it warm and stayed with it, even though he was cold and by himself. Stayed with that egg, and it hatched. And then he was on his own feeding this baby chick, and then it grew up into this strong penguin. And then they went out and were just swimming under the water and like just playing and having so much fun together. So that was the vision that was shown. For all of these visions that I'm about to explain, if they come in vision, sometimes they do come in more words that they're like, okay, this needs to be translated into English. But for the visions also, I can translate those into, like, I can help extrapolate the meanings. But I encourage everyone to find the meaning on their own for that, because these messages are from spirit to you. I'm just the intermediary. So they're really communicating to you for you to find the meaning. Yes. So in a full reading session, though, if anyone is having trouble like extrapolating the meaning, that is something that I help with, is to like find the full meaning, and then we can go much deeper with all these other questions. So thank you so much, Jadalyn. Thank you. Okay. Let us see. Who does Spirit decide? Going back up here. Judith, are you still watching? And Judith, if you are still watching, would you like a spirit guide reading? Let me know. Let me just double check something while we're waiting on that and make sure. Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. I am streaming to these pages and we are all good. He says, "Am here, sir." Beautiful. Do I have your permission to energetically enter your space to do the reading? Jadalyn says, "Thank you," with prayer hands. Yes, thank you. All right, waiting on Judith's permission to enter her space in the realms of spirit for the purposes of divination, truth, healing, growth. But mostly just to have fun. Yes, please. All right, let us see who decides to show up. There's a number of beings trying to make themselves present all at once. I'm going to ask, who is the being that wants to come forth just for this one question? Oh, you got a plant spirit. It's sunflower. The sunflower came through. The spirit of sunflower has come through. What question do you have for the sunflower spirit, Judith? Duriare yumeyo irare irmanureyo lare yumeyo rasam nadi iraugaro idorame yarana turmeyo rambo soge. Ooh, I had to come through with a little language of light, and I just realized, do I really need these? No, I don't. Because I don't have to really hear anything right now. I'm reading comments. Ooh, much more comfortable. Ooh, I feel like my head just expanded. We're waiting on Judith to see what the question is she has of the sunflower spirit. You know what I think I'm going to do? I may. I'm feeling called to do like a mini shamanic healing session. But I don't know if I'm going to do it in this video or if I should do it as a separate stream later on today. Shamanic healing. Live shamanic healing. Should I do that? I think I will. So we're waiting here. I don't know if this is I don't see any comments coming through, so could just be a little bit of a delay here going on. So we're going to wait for another few seconds, or maybe time has just gotten distorted, and what I feel like has been a couple of minutes has only been like a second. That could be the case. What do we say about a shamanic healing session? If that's the case, what I'm going to do is bring that person on with me, whoever's brave enough. I'll bring that person on and they'll be next to me on the screen. Ooh, I'm feeling excited at that possibility. Judith says, want to know what the future holds for us about my partner and I. Will things get better? Let us see what the sunflower. Sunflower is probably has a good message for us. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, that was a wonderful sign. Okay, so here is the vision that came through. It was the sunflower in a field, just soaking up the sun. And first a bee flew over and landed on the flower for a minute. And then seemed like there was some little like mouse or something that came up and like grabbed a couple of the seeds and carried them off. Then a few more little things came over, and like a bird or something came over and grabbed these little seeds and carried them off. And then I think what I saw was like there was a little tiny like mouse or something that was grabbing one of the seeds, and then a bird of prey came and like went to grab that, but then knocked the flower, hit all these seeds off, and ended up killing the flower. And the flower died, but then all the seeds that had landed around, I saw them all grow up into a whole big patch of sunflowers that were all like close together, just and like thriving. And then I also saw all those seeds that got carried off from the animals that took them. They all grew into their own sunflower seeds, or their own sunflowers as well. So hopefully you're in the space of allowance where you can receive the full meaning of that message. If not, reach out to me and we'll book a full session, and we can get it really deep into what that means. And you can also ask a lot more questions of your guides. So I thank you so much. But I can tell you already right now, that was a beautiful, beautiful vision, beautiful omen from Spirit. Yes, thank you. All right. Ooh, what do I do? Do I just bring someone on and do a shamanic healing? Judith says, okay, sir. All right, cool. Do I do a reading? Do I do another reading? Do I do... I don't know. Judith says, thank you so much, sir. You're very welcome. Ooh. Good morning. First time coming across you and your video. I'm open to shamanic healing or reading if you're feeling the connection with me. Would like to know about career, a direction to go towards, or anything else that comes through. What do we do, Spirit? What do we do? Do we bring her on for a healing? I think we're going to try it out. I think that's what Spirit says. Trixie, because you said you were open, and because I think Spirit is directing me towards this, let me ask you, Trixie, do you want to come on live with me for a shamanic healing? What I would do is give you a link You would need a camera. So if you have a webcam or your phone works. But I would bring you on the video, so you'd be side by side with me live here, and I would do like just a short clearing, a little bit of a shamanic healing for you, and I'd give you the link. So let me know. Ooh, that'll be fun. And then if that's the case, then I'm gonna reach out to you, and then I'll send you the link. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Lots of magic. Yes, I am willing. Awesome. Okay, so Trixie, I'm going to head on over to Facebook here real quick. I'm going to share with you this link to hop on with me. Ooh, this will be fun. Invite. Okay, actually, I'll be right back. Trixie, hang out. I'm going to send you this message. I'm going to come off the screen for just a second, and I'll be right back. I just have to grab something for this really quick. So stay tuned, everyone. This is going to be. You know what? I'm going to end this. I'm going to do another video. Trixie, I'm going to reach out to you, and we're going to make this a separate video. We're going to do a live stream shamanic healing session for you. So let me find out where you are first. And actually, Trixie, in the comments, I want you. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, sorry, I'm all over the place because I just got really excited about this. Trixie, who says she's looking forward to it, send me a message on Shaman's Way on Facebook. There's the link in the description I left on, or you might already be watching from there. Send me a private message to Shaman's Way healing page. Send me a message saying this is Trixie. We're going to do the shamanic healing, whatever. And then I'm going to actually start a new separate stream for that. And so it'll be its own new video. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to end this now, and then that's what we're going to do. All right. I'll see you, everyone. We got to put up a cool ending logo thing. So, all right. Much love.